Welcome back to another episode of The Art of Binge Watching with your professional podcasters and binge watchers, Dhruvi Vaishnav and Charvi Thakkar.
Today, we are going to talk about Netflix and chill. Well, not Netflix and chill, but like Netflix and chill.
We're gonna leave that chill for another episode if y'all are interested.
Yup. A few days ago, we asked you in our Instagram story about what should we cover in our next episode. And
Yes.
some of you guys said that we should talk about our favorite TV shows or like TV shows in general. And we thought that was a very good idea since Charvi and I have completely different taste when it comes to TV shows. It's like I have good taste and Charvi watches
Oh
other
my
TV
god.
shows.
You have, oh my god. This is okay, fine. This was the first time you successfully roasted me. So I'm gonna give that to you. And also,
It was
everybody,
not the first time, but okay.
it was the first time it was actually good. Before it was
Sure.
just, you remember in that, in the episode about Vogue, you were like, my favorite cause is because, like, dude, see, like, that is why your roasts are completely, like, bad. And
They are not
Also-
straight up bad.
I mean, you are. I mean, so that's why your comebacks are too. But okay. And we figured that since we mention almost one TV show in almost every episode, why not just dedicate a whole episode to it?
Exactly.
Because I feel by
So it
now
is-
people know that you're in love with the Big Bang Theory.
And if you don't, I am in love with the Big Bang Theory.
Yes, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a person who is obsessed with the Big Bang Theory.
I topped in physics once because of watching the Big Bang Theory. By once, I mean I got 20 on 21 in physics because of the Big Bang Theory.
Okay. We're not flexing or anything over here, but okay.
Charvi is a topper, by the way, so I cannot flex my marks in front of her.
Did you have to say that? Now people are gonna think I'm that awkward nerd who sits in the corner of the classroom and does not know how to socialize. I mean, I do not know how to socialize.
You are that awkward nerd who sits in the
Oh
corner of
my
the class and does not know how to socialize.
Oh, you just did, dude. I have a podcast with you. How do I not know how to talk to people?
Charvi, this is a podcast where we are not interacting with people,
Blah
we are
blah
interacting
blah.
with
I
each
do
other.
not. I do not want to listen to all of that, Dhruvi. And if people clearly they have expressed that I am the more cooler one, and so you cannot call me the awkward nerd.
Literally, no one has ever said that.
In my imagination, people have. So please.
In my imagination. Never mind. You'll feel bad if I continue.
Oh my god, you know what? Continue. Today, I want to see Game On, Dhruvi.
I couldn't think of anything, so I said that.
See, you're just foolish.
See, I learned from the best.
Oh my god. Dude, you know what? I would love to have a roast battle in one of the episodes, maybe with a guest collab.
I would lose.
That's why. That's why it's gonna be fun.
Wow.
But for now, I think this was a teaser, guys. For one of our next episodes, we're gonna have a roast battle with a guest that you guys tell us who do you want us to collaborate with, and we'll do that.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody, let's leave that for another episode. Let's come back to Netflix and chill.
Alright, so when you talk about Netflix and chill, you instantly think of binge watching.
No,
And
I
will
do not.
do that. You do, okay? You don't. Other
Yeah.
people do.
Fine.
Everyone thinks about binge watching when they talk
Okay.
about Netflix.
Hello, everybody. Editing Charvi over here. I just wanna apologize for our ear wrecking laughter. I am so sorry. Yeah, I mean, clearly I'm the awkward nerd who thinks about Netflix and chill all day. Moving on.
Oh my god, I'm laughing so much.
Because I'm funny. See, I'm not the awkward nerd who does not know how to socialize. By the end of this episode, I will prove that I am actually funny.
This episode should be called Charvi is not an awkward nerd.
It should be called Justice for Hashtag Charvi is not an awkward nerd, people. Flood our DMs with that hashtag. Go comment on our posts. And I mean, we don't do that much shit on our Instagram, but okay. We are
We should
people, don't
continue
worry.
with that. Huh.
We are gonna get really active on Instagram. We're just
Yes.
having a creative block. No, we're not. We
We're
never
not.
started
We're just
to have a
busy.
creative block. Yeah, but we're gonna do stuff. We're gonna make those reels that influencers make. Oh my god, who are we? But yes, we will do that. So stay tuned. Go check out our Instagram page if you haven't already. Tea with Teens, Tea dot with dot teens. Yeah, I was supposed to
Okay,
do that
now
in the
that Charvi-
outro, but okay.
Okay, so now that Charvi is done with her gibberish, I can continue. So when you talk about Netflix and chill, you instantly think about
Binge watching,
binge
yes.
watch. And that reminds me of my experiment which I'm currently doing.
Oh, you're doing an
It's
experiment on
called
Netflix
binge
and chill. Oh, fun.
Kind of. So the
Kind of.
experiment is like I have selected a group of people. Charvi is one of them. I've not selected a group of people. People volunteered. They have to binge watch a show, any show, for a week. And then I will give them a questionnaire and they have to answer it. And it's for my psychology project actually. So all the volunteers, if you are listening to this, just why are you listening to this? Go and binge watch.
Wow. So should I go? Should I leave and go binge watch?
No. Okay,
Peaky
bye-bye.
Blinders?
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna go.
Speaking of Peaky Blinders, Charvi loves stuff which is Peaky Blinders-ish.
What a description, y'all. What a description.
You know what? People love Netflix and I was going to say Netflix and binging. People love binge watching so much that they were actually asking me, Dhruvi, where is your experiment? Tell me what to...
Oh
because
my
they
God.
can tell their parents that they are binge watching to help me.
It's for a cause.
Wow.
And not because for an actual real cause. For Dhruvi's experiment.
What up episode 2 reference?
Reference. Yes. See, I'm not the awkward nerd. Moving on.
Charvi, stop trying to prove yourself. We already know you are not the awkward teen. You are the awkward teen.
Okay,
But
I'm
let's
just gonna
continue.
pretend my self-esteem did not get hurt. We're just gonna go
Oh, you
with
had
that.
a self-esteem?
Oh my, Dhruvi, no, see, you're supposed to keep these comebacks for another episode for now. Shut up!
Okay.
Hush.
So, we were talking about Peaky Blinders. So,
Yep.
Charvi likes serious, not serious, but like, yeah,
Let me
dramatic.
describe, because she's gonna just say Charvi likes Peaky Blinderish shows. So let me do the talking. Thank you. So I like more mystery, thriller, not so much of action. Although Peaky Blinders, yeah,
If she
drama.
doesn't get tea from school, she will look for tea in those TV shows.
Gossip Girl, come through.
Exactly.
So it's like I don't like action that much, even though Peaky Blinders has a lot of it, but I prefer like thriller, mystery, drama, stuff like that. And I do watch a few. I have started watching a few sitcoms, not a few, one until now
One.
because of Dhruvi. No, not because of Dhruvi. Not because
Not
of
because
Dhruvi.
of me.
It's just that I associate sitcoms with Dhruvi only now, so I said Dhruvi. But there's this friend of
I
mine.
have become such a landmark.
So what was I saying? Yeah. So the first sitcom I think I watched was what's this? How I Met Your Mother. Absolutely no, wait. What about Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Oh yeah. See, Charvi has seen 2 sitcoms.
Yeah. So Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I liked it until like season 5 or something, and then I just stopped watching. I mean, I watched a few episodes of season 6, and then I'm like, no, this is too boring. I can't handle this. I'm so sorry if I'm offending any of your guys' feelings. I know someone who loves Brooklyn
I
Nine-Nine.
know. I can think of one
Same.
person.
Same. Please don't murder me, Shreya. Shreya, please don't murder me. But yeah, so I watched that, and then How I Met Your Mother was the first sitcom that I actually like enjoyed watching, and I watched it like properly, all the 9 seasons. Yes, it has 9 seasons, and
Charvi,
it was
continue.
amazing.
Charvi is the only person I have met who likes season 9 of How I Met Your Mother.
Not only person, I know.
Yeah.
Another
Who?
dude.
Okay, spoiler alert. He likes the idea of Tracy getting killed just so Ted and Robin can be together. You know why did the writers want Ted and Robin to be together?
Why?
Because they had already filmed. Okay, now you know how they show the children sometimes, and it would be very
Yeah.
odd if the children grow up, you know,
Yeah.
in the end. So what did they do is they filmed the ending when the children were young.
Oh.
So they already had it in their mind, and they didn't know that people will fall in love with Tracy so much.
Oh.
And the audience is like, we wouldn't mind if these children are old, just get Ted and Tracy together.
I wanted more episodes with Tracy, more seasons with
Definitely.
Tracy.
She is literally the mother. According to me, How I Met Your Mother should have ended like this. So for all the people who have watched the TV show, you remember when we come to know that Tracy is the mother.
Yeah.
It should have ended over there, and then Ted tells us like, then you come back to the present. Like, what was it? The year was 2050, if I'm not wrong. What was the year?
I don't
They show us-
remember.
Okay, so whatever, they come to present day, and then Ted is telling his kids that, and that kids is How I Met Your Mother. And then Barney pops out of nowhere, and then he says that Ted, you don't know how to tell a story. You have extended this story for like 9 years, and I can tell a story better than you. And then Ted is like, no, I have narrated the story very well. And then Barney is like, no, I'll do it better than you. And then he's telling the kids that he's telling the kids that, kids, I'll tell you the story of how I met your mother. And then he says, it is going to be legend. Wait for it.
For it. Very. Okay, so that's cool, and everybody, you can clearly see that Dhruv has put a lot of thought into this, and we appreciate
Because I
it.
love Barney Stinson so much.
But like Ted and Robin, again, spoiler alert, people, Ted and Robin are the definition of meant to be, or like not definition,
No!
but
They-
like,
okay.
dude, they had a thing going on since season 1, and at the end it was so unexpected, which made it like better. Like, fine, okay, Ted was in love with Tracy, yada yada yada, but the viewers, like, we knew more about Robin, and it's like Robin was like our friend sort of thing, and Tracy was this outsider. And so I don't know how to explain. I don't have any strong feelings about it. Like, it happened. It's like a comfort show for me now. But yeah, I don't actually mind the ending.
Oh my god, I hate the ending so much. I mean, look, They try to convince the audience for 9 years why Ted and Robin cannot work out. They have completely different outlooks on life, and they are clearly not compatible with one another.
But they
Their
still ended up
relationship ends
together.
up
Isn't that
toxic.
beautiful?
You don't know they did not get married. He just showed up in front of her house.
Like
You
in
don't know if
season
they got married.
one, but still, like they were willing, like they still had feelings for each other, and that's just like it happens to so many people. Even if you're not compatible, it doesn't mean that you can't have feelings for that particular person. I don't know how to explain it.
That they tried to convince us that Ted and Robin are not good together, and then they are putting them together, and they're just instantly killing Tracy. I mean, why?
I mean, it's not her fault she had a disease.
That's the writer's fault. I hate how the writers have done with.
You know what? You should email the writers.
I hate what they did with Barney also. I hate what they did with Barney also. Like they have shown so much of character development throughout the seasons. And then right after his divorce, he's back to square one. I mean, no one does that.
Barney Stinson does.
These people do.
You know what? You should email
the writer.
You should email the writers. And you know how? Have you watched The Fault in Our Stars or read the book?
No, it's too emotional for me. I cannot handle emotional stuff.
So what? In that, what happens is that the main person Hazel Grace, yes, her boyfriend Augustus Waters. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but he sends an email to her favorite book's writer saying, like, the book ended, it was a cliffhanger, like there was no conclusion to the book and everyone wanted to know what happened after that. So then Augustus sends an email to the writer being like, asking for answers. So you should do something like that, like you should contact the writers of Him Yum, How I Met Your Mother, and tell them your plan, and we might get a season 10, people, because of Dhruvi Vaishnav.
They are so old now. I don't think they will do it. The child in How I Met Your Mother, Luke, Ted's son. Yeah, Luke and Polly. Yeah, so now Luke, David Henry, has kids. All of them have become that old. I follow David Henry on Instagram, so I know that.
Hi.
So I've always been a fan of sitcoms because, so since my childhood, I've been watching stuff like Disney International, like Austin and Ally, Good Luck Charlie, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, their Hindi versions as well, Lab Rats, Girl Meets World. I did not like that a lot. Jonas, oh my god, I loved that TV show. Casey Undercover. That's how my love for Zendaya started. These were the shows I used to watch back when I was like in grade 4 or 5. And I also used to watch a lot of Mr. Bean and those Indian sitcoms like Khichdi and Sarabhai versus Sarabhai.
I used to watch Mr. Bean and I used to love that show. My god.
No, right? So I used to watch sitcoms a lot.
So even I used to watch all these shows. So technically Brooklyn Nine-Nine is not my first sitcom.
Yeah. And then I started watching stuff like Friends, which it's good, it's worth one watch, but I mean, I feel it's overrated. This is a very controversial topic. Sure, Friends was ahead of its time.
It's controversial now.
It is.
Because I feel I know quite a few people who think that it's overrated, and I personally, I'm like getting ready to, I'm like arming myself right now because I know that people are gonna like hate me for saying this. I did not like Friends, and like I didn't give it a try. I did, and I seriously did not enjoy it. Like and people are like, you know what, the first few episodes, I'm like, nah, that's why the first few episodes are supposed to be the best. Now that's contradictory because our own podcast ke first few episodes are, but then see, like, I don't know, I just never vibe with it. And I have seen like random snippets. It's not, I mean, there's no point of watching a show that everybody has already raved about. You know what I'm trying to say?
Hmm. You know, I feel that Friends is worth a try. Like, you can watch, it's a one-time watch. It can also be your comfort show, but I feel how much people are obsessing over it is a little too much. I mean, there are
Yeah.
other, The Office is 100 times better than Friends. It is, you know, it is a very realistic type of comedy. Like, they don't use the laugh track like they use in Friends and even
I
in the
don't like
Big
the
Bang
laugh
Theory.
track that they use.
Yeah, they don't use that in The Office, and the people actually communicate with the camera people. So it's like, it's very realistic because they show that The Office is like the behind the scenes of a documentary called Office: An American Workplace. So it's like the behind the scenes of a documentary in filming, in not filming, in making, what am I saying, of a documentary in making. And it's just so realistic. Like, yeah, stuff like this does not happen usually in a
That's a
workplace,
cool
but I
concept.
mean, yeah, it is very good. I love Dwight Schrute and Michael Scott. They are my favorite characters.
I have
So
not
yeah,
watched The Office.
The Office is 100 times better than Friends. I used to be one of those people who used to say that no, Friends is much better than Office. But then when I gave The Office a try, so you know, the first episode of first season of The Office, it is a little boring. It only has 6 episodes, but then
Oh,
second season onwards, amazing. Once you get used to the style of the TV show, you will love it. Some people might be very offended, or some people might be, you know, agreeing with me. Depends on your
I
taste, but
mean, everybody has
honestly, it is up to
different
you.
opinions.
It's
But like, yeah,
exactly, it's your opinion. I'm just sharing my opinion.
yeah. So I clearly do not know anything about sitcoms. I watched like 2 proper sitcoms, and apart from that,
I have seen both of them as well.
yeah. Um, but as I said, I usually watch like thriller, mystery type of shows. Like, for example, You. Oh my God, a new season is coming out, but I
Oh,
do
I
not
have
know
seen
when.
that as well.
You is amazing. Like, it's
Yeah,
so
it is. I'll
gripping.
have to agree with that.
It's so gripping and surprising, and it makes you think like, how can people be like this? So it's about this person called Joe Goldberg, who is a
The
stalker.
protagonist and the and antagonist as well. He's like
Yeah,
both of them at the same time.
yeah. It's about this like stalker, Joe Goldberg, who, well, stalks girls. Or no. So wait, what happens is
He
that
gets obsessed with
obsessed with
people,
people.
like
So
completely obsessed.
if he meets somebody at the library, he works at this library, and so one time he met this person, and
Beck.
just by this first interaction, or just by observing the person, he'll get really attracted to them. And so instead of just leaving it over there, he'll actually work upon that and get obsessed with the person to that extent he will go and observe or stalk the person from outside of their window, and like get
Also
into their home.
steal their phone.
Yeah, all that crazy stuff. And so it's like really fun. And then finally, again, another spoiler, in the next season,
Cliffhanger.
he finds a person who is as crazy as he is.
And then he
Wow.
gets and then he gets frightened that, oh my god, you are like this. I mean, bro, you should be happy you found someone
Exactly.
who is just like you.
Like you. And then the last scene is like epic. Like, what now,
Yeah, it's
Joe?
like,
What now?
yeah, it's like we come to know that he is not there because of I can't explain the entire thing. Just the people who have seen it know what I'm talking about. Why are you
guys
over
should go
there,
check it
Joe?
out. It's an amazing show. And
Season 3 is coming
yeah,
this
yes.
year.
I have watched 13 Reasons Why as well, which
I
again, phenomenal. So, okay, so there's a book. I read the book, and the book is Like this whole storyline of the book is in season 1, and then after that it kind of changes. Like it has its own plot, and I love that after season 2 they have stopped talking about the actual girl that committed suicide, Hannah Baker, and it's like talking more, it revolves more around the other people in that friend group. So there are different mysteries and it's not just confined to one incident. So that's what I really like about it. Then other thriller-ish shows I've watched, Sherlock Holmes I've watched. I've watched so many things. Lucifer, Money Heist. Lucifer I
I
didn't watch
suggested
last
Lucifer
season.
to Charvi.
Yeah, I didn't watch the last 2 seasons because I kind of found it like
Me
boring.
neither. Yeah, I can barely finish such thriller, like 45-minute long episodes. Like it took me 2 years to finish Gossip Girl.
Oh my god, Gossip Girl is amazing. Chuck Bass for life. If you
Chuck
like
Bass,
it,
exactly. Kesha
Yeah.
Kesha ships Serena and Nate. They
No
didn't even end up
way.
together.
Exactly. And Nate has no character whatsoever, no
I
depth.
never
He's
liked
just like
Nate.
there. He's just there for the purpose of it.
He
Whereas
exists.
Chuck Bass, he wears a suit. They like same like Barney. In the first few seasons, he was like
Exactly, yeah.
he was kind of this person who was figuring out his shit and not really a nice person, but then later on becomes like so good, and like the stuff that he does for Blair, oh my god.
Yeah.
I
You
love
know
both of
when
them
the
so much.
prom queen thing,
Yeah,
you voted
yeah,
for
yeah.
her 150 times.
That was just amazing. Yeah, so
You know, I left Gossip Girl and I completed the Big
Huh.
Bang Theory. It's like Gossip Girl has 6 seasons, Big Bang Theory has 12 seasons. I could finish the Big Bang Theory faster than I could finish Gossip Girl.
I'm kind of personally offended, but okay.
The Big
I
Bang
understand.
Theory has my heart. Sheldon Cooper and Raj Kutrapali, my favorites.
And like if we talk of more drama related series, like for example Outer Banks, I've watched. Oh my god, another season is coming by the end of this month.
Charvi
I'm
has
so
seen
excited.
everything except for good sitcoms.
Shut up. I don't feel like watching sitcoms. Like I've
You
tried.
don't like to be happy?
No, I don't.
Wow.
Like Outer Banks, Ginny and Georgia, I recently watched. Amazing. I just love that show. There are so many series I can't even think. I also started my first anime ever, Naruto. People say Naruto, however you pronounce it, I say Naruto. So I stopped at season 4, episode 19. I've been on season 4, episode 19 since maybe for 3 months now. 2 to 3 months, and I try watching it, but then after a minute I'm like, oh my god, this is boring. And people are like, there are fillers, but then I'm too lazy to like actually commit. And the worst part is when you start a series late and there's so many seasons you have to watch and so many episodes. Like on Netflix there are, I guess, 7 to 9 seasons of Naruto, and apart from that there's this thing called Naruto Shippuden, where there are a billion episodes, like in total I think 15 seasons apart from those 7 to 9 seasons on
Oh
Netflix.
my god.
Yeah, and I know people who love that so much they have watched it more than once, and I'm like, how?
Alright, so we were talking about the TV shows we like. Now, what about the TV shows we do not like? So, there are a few TV shows which I started, but I gave up because, well, they were not my vibe. So, let's say, okay, yeah, The Good Place. I like the
Same.
concept, it is about life after death and all. But, okay, so in the initial episodes itself, the mayor of the town, the Heaven town,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. So yeah, he kicked a dog. Obviously it was photoshopped and all, because it was clearly seen that he did not really kick the dog, but he kicked the dog and the dog flew in the air and it disappeared. That was when I knew
I
that this
remember
is
this.
not for me. Even though it was fake, this person kicked a dog and I turned it off at that very moment.
Oh, well, I started watching it because my cousin recommended it, and I didn't have anything to watch at that time, so I was like, let's try it. And I watched a few episodes, and I'm like, this is really really weird. It's giving me really weird vibes, but you know what?
Exactly.
I'm gonna give it a chance. I'll watch. I watched one whole season, and I'm like, I can't do this shit anymore. I just can't, and then I just stopped.
And
So,
okay, so Riverdale. I saw 3 seasons
oh,
of it, and one, it is too fictional. And also that, okay, it is very unreal, okay? And also, not unreal, it is very unrealistic. And
yeah.
also, is again 45 minutes long episode, thriller. I cannot cope up with it.
So here's the
So-
thing. I still watch Riverdale, and I am excited about the other half of the season 5, 6. I don't know what season is going on right now, but the other half of the season is getting released on August 11th, and I am excited about it because I still watch it. Now the thing is that in the beginning, Riverdale is something that people did not like from season 1 itself, but I watched it
Season 1 is amazing.
yeah, season 1 is amazing.
Season
2
1
was
is amazing.
Season 3, I think,
Yeah.
is my favorite.
The one with the cyanide thing.
Yeah.
I left it on that season itself.
So I watched the whole season, and then the thing about Riverdale is that I got so attached to it that I'm like, I have to continue watching it. So that's why I'm still watching it, and it's like a good time pass. I'm watching it just so that I can pass time. I don't know, but yeah. Outer Banks. I
What
don't
a
know why I
fun and
thought.
Gill reference.
Hey guys, editing Jarvi back again. Fun fact, I'm editing this on 30th July, and speaking of Outer Banks, today, like, the second season came out. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I'm talking about Outer Banks, so I just popped into my head, but Outer Banks, Dhruvi, you have to watch it. Oh my.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also left Lucifer because it was nice. I also started it again because people were hyping the new season up so much. I was like, okay, let me give it another try. Again, long episodes, not a sitcom. Can't handle it.
And I already got to know the whole story about Lucifer in the last 2 seasons. I was like, there's no need to watch now.
Yeah,
I know
even
the story.
I know what happens. He becomes a god.
Yeah, he becomes
Spoiler
God.
alert. So that was us just blabbering about the TV shows we like and we don't like.
Yeah. That's literally
We don't know
it.
how this benefited you in any way, but you guys asked for it.
I mean, how do any of our episodes benefit you in any way? But thanks for listening,
Time pass. They are time
regardless.
pass. Yeah. If you have made it this far, you have nothing better to do.
If you have made it this far, go DM us a cake emoji, a birthday cake emoji, and we'll know that
Yes,
you've
and if you
listened to
don't
this far.
DM us, then we will be very sad.
Yeah, we will be extremely hurt. So
Guys, recently One Direction completed 11 years on 24th of July.
yeah. Hi, I am back again because Dhruvi was so enamored by One Direction that she had to mention the wrong date. So One Direction actually completed 11 years on 23rd July and not 24th.
In order to honor One Direction's 11th anniversary, we are going to have 5 songs of the week. Since we already had a One Direction song of the week in our previous episodes. So, yeah. What?
So I think I listened to Harry and Niall. So, but I think I vibe more with Niall. So I'm gonna say, which songs are I think a Flicker by Niall.
I love that song so
And
much.
I would say This Town but I'm pretty sure everybody has already heard that. So I'm gonna go with
Hmm.
Flicker.
It's amazing.
Yes. And then, yeah, Dhruvi can say the rest.
Harry Styles. Okay, let's start with Harry, the youngest member. Okay, I'm not going to go with the classic Watermelon Sugar or
Yeah.
Adore. Everyone knows that. Fine Line is amazing. Treat People with Kindness is amazing. Golden is amazing. Kiwi, oh my god, it is such a rock and roll song.
I love his
got so
From
many
the
songs.
Dining Table.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Love it.
Yeah. So just pick any song from the 10
Yeah.
songs that Dhruvi just mentioned.
Then Louis Tomlinson, Again, I don't have a favorite. Okay. The one which I've been listening to right now, like the Louis Tomlinson song I'm addicted to right now, is Two of Us. It's
Ooh.
amazing. So Liam Payne. Okay. Won't judge me.
Strip that down?
Yeah.
I was also thinking of the same song for Liam.
Yeah. And
It's such a
Zayn
feel-good
Tightrope.
tightrope. Mhm.
When he has that Chaudhary Ka Chand part, it is amazing. Oh my god. Yeah, that tightrope is like such a mood fixer.
Aww.
So yeah, these were
That-
the songs of the week.
Yeah. We instead of giving 5, we gave like a million. So just head on over.
Pick one. So yeah, that is about it for today's episode. We really hope that you enjoyed listening to us. And again, if you have made it till here, DM us 2 birthday cake emojis.
Yes. 2.
And
let us know if you
Toodles.
liked let us know if you liked the songs that we suggested,
yes.
and even if you didn't like them.
If you didn't like them, I'm not talking to you guys because they are so amazing.
I mean, she doesn't actually mean that, but okay.
I do, but okay.
Okay, fine. Someone's in a mood.
Yeah, Jarvis is such a mood right now.
I'm always in a mood. Hello?
Sure. Okay. So yeah, before Charvi and I start
Talking about a
quarreling
divorce again.
yeah,
we
we should
just gonna
probably
go.
end this
Yeah.
episode. So bye bye.
Bye-bye.